Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Sunshine Tidings. Guys, thanks so much for the response to the last video and thanks for all the feedback that you gave me. Today I want to address the question we raised in the overview, the first video that we done, and that's regarding what to do with the shopping centre. Now I have done a little bit of tweaking of the shopping centre, but I'm still not convinced of whether to keep it or get rid of it, and I know that the opinion was a little bit split on this. So what I propose to do today is develop some stuff in the market right in this spot here, and we'll try and address the question, should we get rid of this shopping area or renovate? And hopefully by the end of today's video you will be able to give me some more feedback, and then we'll make a final decision. So we'll be working in this area primarily today, but before we do, we had some visitors happen during the build, during this build. So I'm going to cut to that footage now, and then we'll get into the build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you watch this little clip here, and we have a very unexpected visitor. I think I've seen one of these here before. So at first I can't find these guys, can't find them anywhere, but we eventually do. You can hear the guns are going off, so enjoy. Now if you've played with Kate before, you know she likes a good bit of a scrap, but she couldn't get up the stairs there for some reason. So it's a good way to start the video, guys. We'll get into the building. Hope you enjoy this one. I had a lot of fun. So we're just going to clear this area out here. And the thinking behind the build today is I just want to extend this marketplace and see what it looks like, and see if it would be a better fit for the settlement than the shopping area that we've currently got. So I'm going to get rid of a whole lot of stuff there, and then we're going to get into the build proper. So we're going to be building in here. So I'm going to be building a couple of shops today, and we're going to be fitting them in here. Now I do have a bit of an issue with the foundations initially, but it was worth just struggling along with this build. And the influence for today's build came from one of the prefabs that I have in from I have no idea what mod it's from. It's a prefab, and it was kind of it's kind of a Diamond City or a Sanctuary prefab. It actually looks like it could have been like a carport from Sanctuary, but that's kind of the influence for the build today. I took the look of it. I could have just dropped the prefab in here and used it and started to build off it. But what I wanted to do, and that's spazzing out a bit. We'll take that away for a sec. What I wanted to do is build my own version, and so I was looking through all these mods that I've got and looking at some of the prefab or pre-built buildings that they've got, and it gave me a little bit of inspiration to say, okay, well, it's a good starting point for me. So you'll see as we go what I'm talking about. This foundation was, I think it might have to do with something. Maybe I've got a board stuck underneath or something, but it's fighting me a little bit. And eventually we figure out these small blocks get you out of trouble every single time. There you go. So there's your base foundation. Oh, that's 2.5 in length, 1 wide. and that's a good base starting basis for us. I gotta say, with this settlement, I'm really enjoying it. It's funny that it's just seems to be that the ideas are flowing for me here for some reason, and we're actually building some nice stuff. So we'll put that in there for now. That all changes for in a little while. I wanted this foundation as close to those kind of cloth roofs as possible, because I want this foundation here, or this building here, to look like it's supporting that roof there, that overhang roof. So we're in the Trading Emporium from Thematic and Practical. You can put whatever walls you like here. Now, what I use here is the foundation blocks are from Workshop Rearranged. I think they also come in the one of the DLCs has similar blocks. I think Wasteland Workshop, I think DLC they come from. Now that's where the attack was, so hence why we cut that bit out. You would have heard the guns in the background. Bit of a tin roof, rusted on the top. And this is a pretty simple structure, but once you get it decorated and everything in, it looks fantastic. And we'll give you a little bit of a walk around at the end, so that you can see what with it all decorated. I've done a little bit of decorating. So Workshop Rearranged has these wall boards I'm about to use. The pillars come from the warehouse tab, and we'll put a couple of those in at the moment. And this is really influenced by the kind of hairdresser salon barber shop at Diamond City, and if you're familiar with Diamond City markets, you'll know exactly the one I'm talking about. I'm not going to completely redo it exactly, but it's pretty close to it. So put that fence in there. Put another one of those posts from the warehouse tab in next to it, just to make it look as though it's supported right there. And then we'll have to do a bit of tweaking here with the fence. The fence is not quite where I want it to be. And then we'll move on with the build. There we go. Just put it in there. Anti-shimmer. Yep, there we go. Cool. Okay, so the walls are, I think you will get something similar with USO, but this comes from Workshop Rearranged, and these are these patchwork filler boards. And the trick with these is really just to vary them up as much as possible. Now you see that doesn't go in there. When we come back a little bit later on, you watch this. Now what I do is I also vary where they're placed. So you see there's the half boards and the full boards are placed in different spots, just to make it look ununiform. You don't want it to look too uniform here. There you go. And then there should be some filler boards for the top, just like that. And it's quite a different look. Now let's see how that snapped in there. No reason why it wouldn't snap in before, but sometimes that's what happens. So there you go. There's the structure. Pretty simple to put up, but it looks so good. We will put some steps in here. These want to snap onto everything except the place I want them to snap onto. A couple of steps there, and there we go. That's the structure done. So we'll concentrate on what we're going to put in the corner. And these are almost quick builds. They're almost quick builds, these two structures. But I think when you see what happens, and hello, Mr. Brahmin, how are you? Are you going to supervise? Now I had some issues with the snapping of these. They wanted to snap at everything except where I wanted them to go, so I ended up having to use Place Anywhere to get at least this one in. Again, Thematic and Practical is fantastic mod for this, because it has these little triangular pieces, and if you have played with them for long enough, you can make a little area like that. So that's going to be a little shop area in there. I'm playing around a little bit with the walls for this area. I'm going to go with the metal wall from Vanilla Extensions, which I love, which is really got that Diamond City look about it. I know that USO has a number of these skins now, so we'll put that in there, plop that in there, and the rest will be from Thematic and Practical, because these walls are specifically designed to go with these floors. Now if you haven't seen the power of Thematic and Practical, I will do a mod review on Thematic and Practical, but check out my arena builds. You'll see how the arena is built, because it's built, majority of it is from this mod, and it's just a fantastic mod, one I've been using for a long time. Hopefully as you're watching this, it kind of will give you an idea that you don't always have to make your structures, you know, necessarily boxy or have walls everywhere. This is a very open structure. Now I try this little window thingy here. I end up not going with it because I figure out it's going to cause me other issues with trying to get walls in there and whatnot. So I find this one from Thematic Practical, which is designed to be put right there. Another one clips in there. Now the only problem or issue I have is in case that's clipped through the wall. So I'm just going to check that out and see where it's ended up. And it's not too bad. There's a little bit of clipping, but you're never going to notice that. So that's fine. That actually works out well. So there you go, we've just kind of put a wall around it. Now we're going to put one of these cloth roofs on, just like this. Again, that's Thematic and Practical. USO has them, and all Vanilla Extensions has them. You can get these in a number of places. So we'll just plop that on here and just keep the theme going with these roofs. Now it is sticking through that butcher shop, and I do go and have a look in a sec. I'll get a frame rate drop for some reason in this area. As you can see, it's poking through, so I'm going to have to tweak that. So once I get off this balcony and stop getting stuck, we'll just put that into place anyway. Just be simple, just tweak it so it's not sticking through that wall. Just a little bit more. And again, this is just a look I came up with on the fly, but it does seem to work. And I'm starting to like the vibe this marketplace is giving. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Drop these stairs down in there. Just like that. Pretty simple stuff. There we go. So we got a little shop area. Not sure what we're going to make that yet. Once I get it finished, you can give me some comments to what you think it actually is. If you think Diamond City markets, you might be able to figure out what this actually ends up being. And the last thing I do is just use these plywood boards, these planks like that, and these are great because they clip through things. So I'm going to make this a little bit of a roof that comes through here, just to, like they've nailed it on, just to keep things from getting wet and stuff like that. Once you get one of these in, they should clip to each other. Now the big drama about doing that though is that they all start to look the same, so just vary these up a little bit. Come on, hop it in, you hop. There we go, and one more, and then we'll get into the final tour. There you go. These are great boards. They're nice and soft, and they'll go in anywhere. Maybe just put one extra in. So here we go. Here's what we come up with. We'll have to take a walk down the hill here into the market, and I'm really pleased. I've put some boards down and some wood down to lead you, a little pathway to lead you to this little area here. Little cooking area, prep area. I'm not sure quite what it's going to be just yet, but I'm sure if you've played the game long enough, you might recognise it. Looks okay. Very much in keeping with the style of what we've been trying to do. I've done some, I used some decoration on the wall, and here we have Kathy's and John's Super Salon for the settlers, with a few tweaks. I did my own little style to it, but it's pretty much in keeping with the one in Diamond City markets. Kate's having a good look around, as you can see. So guys, I hope you enjoyed these two little builds. Hopefully it'll give you some idea, and I'd be interested in hearing your comments now whether we should continue this area. We can build into a lot into this area and make a lot of little shops in this area, kind of in here, that area there. Take those steps out or retweak them in here. Let me know if we should just continue that and just get rid of the shopping centre or not. Next episode or next segment, we will address the question that we asked last week, which was what to put in that gap there, and hopefully I've got all your feedback now and we'll be quite clear what to put in there. So Kate and I would like to say thanks for watching, guys, and please join us next time. See ya.